So, Warhammer 40,000 First Strike starter set. Let's see what's in the box. So, the box contains introductory core rules and booklets, range ruler, dice, armoured containers terrain piece and a double-sided gaming mat, and 15 Citadel miniatures, 3 Space Marine Primaris Intercessors, 3 Space Marine Primaris Reavers, 3 Death Guard Plague Marines and 6 Death Guard Poxwalkers, all of which are the easy build option, so pretty much the snap fix ones similar to the Dark Imperium. Let's see what they're like inside the box. We'll be back in a mo. Okay, so as they slide out of the box, literally the inner tray is your scenery piece. Bag of bases for either side, and the minis. We're already blue, so at least they're base coloured already for you, I guess. Although you may want to stick some primer on it just to get the paint to adhere should you decide to paint them. Interestingly enough, for the Death Guard, this is the first outing for a Blight launcher. Not available previously, new item, so expect to see a few of these on the battlefield in the coming weeks. And of course, the ever smiley Poxwalkers. These guys are just so happy to be bags of puss. A little transfer sheet for the Reavers and the Intercessors. Only in ultramarine colours at the moment, so if you're doing a different chapter, then you'll have to source them yourself from elsewhere. 16-inch ruler, basically half the size of the one that comes in the Dark Imperium box, but I suppose it's useful. And 66. Wonder what they could be for. And there's a little pack here with the books and everything else. I'll open those in a moment, but first, there's the playmat. Let's get this open. Not easy to do one-handed. So, side one has A, B, C and D on it. I'm guessing that will refer to the training mission inside, so you know where to locate your models to start with. And side two, similar scene. Again, looks like the Sector Imperialis boards, so they should match up nicely with some of those if you already have them, and if you don't, it's still a nice little piece. I can certainly see a few of these being put side by side together to make bigger boards as needed. So the booklets. First Strike. Read this first. So it's got the introduction, step by step for assembling the minis, which I'm guessing there are other bits in here for. Some nice background, the Chaos Threat, Zone Ultramar, Marine chapters, the Death Guard, pretty much giving you a bit of background on what 40k is. A little bit about painting. Adverts. Some more about painting, painting guide. eventually, as you get further in, a bit about how to play the game. Mission 1, Containment, as I said, has the ABCDs on there for placements. Step-by-step guide on how to play start a game. Another mission. Excuse me. Again with a few more extra bits on explaining exactly how to do the game. So, pretty good for somebody who's not played before. For those of us that have already played, you know, you'll be able to skip most of the intermediate pages and just go straight to the mission rules and just go for it. And suggestions on what to get next. First Strike Core Rulebook is literally just the basic rules in a handy booklet. Includes the Only War mission, which I'm sure most of us are already familiar with now, and an explanation of what a datasheet is. Doesn't include any of the advanced rules that we saw previously, but it's a starter set. What do we expect? Poxwalkers datasheet, big picture on it just in case you weren't quite sure which the Poxwalkers were, and their stats. The Plague Marines, again, some nice artwork really, and their own card. The Intercessor Squad, also the same. It's a big blue man in a suit. And the Reaver Squad, the new ones. So pretty much angry Marines. Designed for combat, which I thought for a start perhaps that's what the jump pack ones were for, but apparently they're terrible in hand to hand. And then finally we get the assembly guide, which, let's be honest, most of us will ignore and just put them together as we want to anyway. But for those of you just starting, it's good to know which bits are meant to go with which until you get to the point where you want to play conversions and swap bits around and this, that and the other. So, that is the First Strike starter set. Probably useful for if you've got nephews, grandsons that you want to, have been bugging you to say, well, what's that, what's that? Buy them one of these, get them started. Cheers!